Sheep, sheep, sheep. Sheep, sheep, sheep. Sheep, sheep, sheep. It's early morning. I'm back out to try and get this pump actually pumping water. I brought a pair of pliers to try and see if I can open this. Oh, there we go. Because I'm thinking if I let out the air like I do with the smaller one, then I might get it pumping. There we go. So if I let out the air, now I wonder if that's enough air out. If it'll work if I try and start it now. This is distressing. So even, I don't know if that's called bleeding it or whatever, it's not working. No water being pumped. So it's cool. I opened that thing, I let air out, and there's still nothing. So I really don't know what to do now. Listen to that sound. So I didn't switch it off straight away, I just left it. Success. Water flowing. I've done it. I've done it. Yay! How many pigs can fit in a wallow? So I've just topped up all the animals' wallows so they can all cool off because it's really stinking hot again today. So I'm actually on my way to the municipal pool in Orca, and I would have felt very guilty going if I hadn't first made sure that the pigs had something cool to wallow in. So yes, I've just gingerbread. The others have got, like, the majority of the pigs have that big wallow which I filled up last night, so it's got a lot of water in. So it's gingerbread, cupcake and toffee that I made sure that they've had something cool to wallow in now. So yesterday I took 2 of Gingerbread's males to get castrated. Now, people have asked before why I get the males castrated. So there are a few reasons. And so Gingerbread had 3 males. I've got 1 order for an entire male. Other people are just taking females, and usually when people want to buy a male and a female piglet, it's from different litters. So I don't want to sell someone a male and a female from Gingerbread's litter because they're brother and sister from the same litter, and it wouldn't be good for them to be inbreeding. You don't want to be creating that opportunity. So therefore, because there is not another litter for them to go with, I am castrating the males so that they can be sold as companion pigs. And the other thing is, if you are planning on eating them one day, if whoever buys the piglet plans on eating it one day, you don't eat entire boars because the meat is tainted and it tastes like urine, which isn't, I don't think. I haven't tried urine before, but personally I don't think it would be a good flavor. So yeah, so that's the other reason. But as castrated boars, they're called is it barrows or burrows? I can't remember. Burrow. I think it's a burrow. So they make very good companion pigs for when you're wanting to keep the boar away from the female, then they got a friend, because pigs are very social. So you don't want to be keeping them by themselves. And some people are not wanting to breed yet, and they're happy to take castrated males. So that's why they are being castrated, because if you don't castrate them, they are going to want to breed. And yeah, we don't want them breeding with their sister. What's greeting me this morning? Piglets have come to meet me at the gate. You watching the piglets? Yes. No water coming out again. Let me try and bleed that again. And success again. Never give up. Never give up. Of course, this is leaking like a mad thing. But the wallow is filling up nicely again. They drink from the wallow as well. It's like a water hole. Got another good haul of tomatoes from the garden this morning. I'm trying to think what I'm going to make with these ones. right, more firewood stacked. I've taken more out from that other pile. This is going to be ready for cutting up into smaller pieces. I'm not going to do that now because it's a bit hot. So I thought I'd come and have a look at this cordwood. I do have a lot that was prepared already, and the wood has all been treated. This was covered, but the top has broken off. I want to see, like, taking the bark off, because this bark is brilliant firewood. It burns really, really well. I mean, it burns quickly, but it'll get the other wood going. So I must try and get all this bark off. I do have certain things I can use. But the bark is coming off very easily. So I have lots of firewood or fire starters. So there's still a whole lot left from when I did it last year this time. Yeah, this has all been out here now for 2 years. Does make the bark much easier to come off. I must get more wood treatment stuff to paint on this now. Of course, the wood like that's rotten, that will just be firewood, so that's not a problem. Nothing will be wasted over here. I've actually got so much cordwood, so, and it burns well as well in the fire. So after removing the bark, the next step is going to be to sand them and then treat them. So I'm just busy removing bark, putting it over here, and then the next couple of days I'll be doing the sanding and treating them. In this heat, you have to keep hydrated. And so far today, I've had over 4 liters of liquid. Drunk water, I need to go and get some more water. I'm finished water now, so that's why I'm onto other things. But man, is it hot. I think today is supposed to be the hottest day of the year so far. It's over 40, that's for sure. So it's time to fill in some on my job smorgasbord. So the last 3 days I've actually been working on my recipe book, so I can color in more of that. Recipe book is quite a lot of work because I am trying to make some actual recipes as well and film them, and then I will be putting out videos of those recipes so that I can link them in my recipe book with a QR code that will go to the video. I won't have that for every recipe because I've got a lot of recipes, but it's quite a lot of work in this heat, cooking as well. So I think I'm definitely going to have to make more blocks for the recipe book because it's taking a lot more work, because there are some recipes that I had videoed and now I've got to watch the video to see what the ingredients were, etc., because I hadn't written it down somewhere. So I've got that. I've done more firewood, so that I can color in. And I have done debarking of cordwood, so I can color that block in. Got a lot more to do for that as well, but you can only do a little bit outside at a time. As you can see, I am melting like an ice cream in the heat. What else did I do? There was something else I did which I can't remember. Ah, yes, I've been, yeah. Oh, try and mop up some of this sweat. I've cut wood in the woodshed. I've still got a lot more to do with that as well. So that has happened. Dearie me. I tell you, when you think that you're not doing so much because it's so hot and you're just sitting not doing something, actually when you see and you color in what you have done, you can actually see you're doing quite a lot. So not too bad, not too bad. You can see it's like mostly the recipe book and anything related to firewood that has been happening at the moment. So for you that might have missed this before, this is my job smorgasbord where I break jobs down into the amount of times that I might work on it, and every time I work on it I color in that block. Honestly, when it's so hot like this, you have to find ways to keep yourself motivated. And you got to sort of think, when you hit a block and you can't move on until something is resolved, you can do 4 things. You can sit down and start crying and give up. You can postpone it to another day. You can call someone to come and help you, or you can just try a different method. Just keep trying until you succeed. And you know, there are different times in life when one of those 4 options might be your best option. And that's okay, because we're not always successful in everything that we do. Some things we don't have the skill set, we don't have the strength, we don't have the time. Sometimes it's a job that needs 2 people to do. So if you don't always achieve success, it's okay. But when you hit a block and you don't give up, and you try different ways, and you finally get it to work, man, that feeling of accomplishment, that feeling when you achieve success, it's one of the best feelings. Cheers to that. So I am feeding the animals a little bit earlier today because a friend of mine has called me and said they've got some Swiss chard for the pigs, and I know they've got a swimming pool, so I'm hoping I can have a bit of a dip. So thanks to my friends, I have a lot of Swiss chard for the pigs. I'm gonna give them some now. Are you all lying down already? You want some? I don't even see the Swiss chard anymore. Well, that's it for today's video. So keep safe, keep sane, keep cool, and I'll see you on the next video.